courage. COC. This is your host, me, Daria Dillard Stone. And I hope everyone's doing fine and that you've got your day off to a great start. The fact that you're breathing is indicative that you've gotten your day off start. Not that you've done it, but you know the higher power has given you another day to make this white slate called new writing on it. You're going to start your day by doing something that's productive. I want to give a shout out before I start, since this is just in our private group. I can do some personal things that I wouldn't do if this was a public group. But I want to show you, I was able to support Tori, Elena Rarick's daughter, and I got these wonderful little S.T.A.R crystal earrings, and they are gorgeous. Can you see those? Yes, Tori, thank you. I love them, and I really should get another pair, so I need to find that link. Let me get in there. There you go. There. Wait, there. Yeah, that way. There. Anyway, you might, yeah, that one looks better. But I wanted to say thank you, Tori. I love it, and I hope you're the winner of your sales contest at school. Miss Daria was praying that you would be, and even if you're not, you're still a winner. Okay? Let's get into this. 3 of my clients that I've worked with, and one was in a church group and the other 2 are executives. And a lot of times, do you realize sometimes when you go to a luncheon, how you have a sidebar conversation with people? And so hi Jason, hi Jen, so good to see you. Hi Karen. And so we were talking, and they asked me why I have joined and become affiliated with some of the organizations that I had. What drew me to them? What was it that I saw that fit me? And personally, I had never thought of that. But as I thought about it, I wondered if some of us here in our Transform Mastermind group may have thought the same things, because a lot of times we will allow the cost of a membership to turn us away when that's probably the membership community we should be in. Or we would allow the time of the meetings of the membership to turn us away. Or we will allow the fact that somebody's in the group that we don't like. Grow up, people. Being an entrepreneur, and I'm talking to you, Daria, is a sacrifice. There are so many things we're going to have to do to get where we're going to go. And you know me, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I will never give you something to chew on that I have not already digested. So I wanted to do some research. I didn't just want to talk about it. Finding the right networking communities. If you can, and if you don't mind, put in the comment section here, why did you join Transform? What was it about Transform Mastermind that drew you to this group? That not just drew you to the group, but you stayed with the group. Many have gotten out for whatever reason. It's okay. Because one of the things I admire about people is that when they're honest with themselves, it's nothing personal, but I don't need to belong to every group. Every group don't need to be a part of what I'm doing and where I'm going. In fact, a lot of times it's just busy work. And so we don't want to just be doing something just for the sake of saying we're doing something. What are the results that you're getting from the group that you are participating in? How long have you participated in that group? All right, so this is just some basics, and I wanted to give my notes, so I'm going to be looking at my notes as I go along. First of all, some of you that are new may not realize what Conversations of Courage is, and I always like to explain because I don't want to take for granted that you know. I come from a spiritual perspective, if you will, and I want to talk to you about that person in you that maybe nobody else knows but you. That's the person that you have to have a conversation of courage with. A lot of times we will embark upon something brand new. And in doing so, we may feel inadequate. And some people do try to make us feel inadequate on purpose. But you've got what the world needs. And it's time for you to let it out. It's time for you to stop holding back, Daria. So as I learn, because I care, I share. That is my mantra. That is the core of Daria. That is the core of Sharing Ministries. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the 10th anniversary of Sharing Ministries. I'm really excited. But Conversations of Courage is a talk, especially an informal one, whereas it's between two people. The two people could be me and you physically. It could be me, you, and somebody, your spiritual person, your spiritual, whatever it is that you're spiritual, bigger than you, universe, the moon, the sun. But you got to have a conversation to ask yourself why you do what you do and what is it doing for you. And what are you going to give back once you get what you're getting from what you do? See, it's not when we're blessed, when we have gifts, when we have talents, we're not supposed to keep them. Hi, Lindy. We're not supposed to keep them. So we are learning that every network group out there is not for us. And it's okay. All right. So when we have a conversation of courage, first you got to know what conversation means. It is an informal conversation, talking between two people. And what is courage? Courage is defined in the dictionary as the ability to do something you've never done, to have something you've never had, even though it may cause you grief and pain. You're right in the midst of grief and pain, but it's something that drives you to keep going. You never give up on yourself. Let other people say what they're going to say. But let's delve into finding the right networking communities for you. Okay, so you wrapped up 2019. What did you do? What did you accomplish? One of the things that I've learned through this group is that I got to write down things. I really do. I didn't think it was necessary when I joined in 2016, but it's not just necessary, it's mandatory. It's mandatory if you want to be successful, because as smart as we are, as sharp as we may be, we cannot remember all the things that we do. And the thing about life is that when you write it down, like I journal. So last year was a great year for me. I realized I didn't do one book signing. I didn't have one book club meeting. I was tired. I was physically, mentally, and it's kind of emotionally tired. For 3 years, I started in 2016 and I started grinding, not knowing a whole lot about networking, not knowing about being a publisher, an author, all the things that I now have learned through Transform. And I'm going to tell you why I joined too. But please, if you were here when I first started, I want to know, if you don't mind sharing, why did you join Transform? What attracted you to it? Karen, I see your response. But that's what Conversations of Courage is all about, and that's what it's going to be about. I'm going to start interviewing people. I want you to be on Conversations of Courage. So I'll be interviewing you. That's something new that God gave me to start doing. But anyway, you've wrapped up 2019. You've done some awesome things. You got some awesome things that you're planning to do in 2020. We know that on this journey called entrepreneurship, we cannot do it alone. We know that on this journey called entrepreneurship, life is going to get in the way. But in order to find out if we're doing the right thing with the right people at the right time, we have to be involved in the right networking communities, whether they're spiritual communities or religious communities, whatever it is, social, civic groups. What are you doing or trying to do that you would be a part of something bigger than you so that you can grow? So these are some things that I researched about finding the right community, networking community, for you. You spend your valuable time with. Hey, and our time is valuable. Our time is valuable, especially when those of us that work, and then we try to find time to go to a lunch and learn. We got to drive there. We got to take off. We got to spend some money to pay for that lunch and learn. And then we got to drive back to work. And then there might be an assignment that we have to do that particular speaker gave us. Excuse me. And also, I forgot to tell you, if you will, go ahead and get your favorite beverage, whatever it is at this time of the day. I've got mine. Give me a minute. Thank you. So listen up. When you're finding or looking for or searching for a networking community, you actually have to do some strategic planning. Now, I had done this, but I didn't know I had done it. It just kind of naturally happened. And I'll tell you why. How I joined this group. It kind of naturally happened. So, you want to learn about them. So, anything you want to know about a group, an individual, or anything. I fixed my water heater the other day going to Google. You can actually go to Google and find out, what is this group about? How long have they been in existence? What is their main theme? What is their main goal? Does that fit what I'm trying to do, where I'm trying to go? It's not a homework assignment. It doesn't take forever. But I would suggest, just like when you go on an interview and you actually want to find out about the company before you get a chance to work for that company. Well, we used to have to look in a magazine, or we got to call somebody, or we have to physically go to that place. Well, all you got to do is go use technology, go online and find out about that particular organization and see if just what your initial findings are, if that's something that you want to see if you participate in, and if it fits what your goals are, what your dreams are. Dreams. Don't stop dreaming. But we got to be strategic with our dreaming. So these are some reasons to try to figure out why you join see, the key word, you can join a networking community, but is it the right one for you? So learn about that organization or that particular body of organizers and see if that's a fit for you. Who leads that organization? How long they've been in existence? Does their meeting times and locations fit your schedule? Why would you join something that you could never attend? I'm just going to let that soak in. I have seen so many people join organizations, civic groups, social groups, and say, I just wanted to join because I like their theme colors. I like how the commercials look. I like the fact that they help disabled. Okay, but what are they going to do for you? And then, you know what? I'm going to be really honest. I've met some people that are really lonely, and they just need to get out the house and do something. So I applaud you. Do something. That's a whole nother topic. But I get that. I was that girl. In 2007, I was that girl. I just needed to be doing something. After my husband died, and Lindy, I know you can relate. Life is going to get in the way. As we strive to do our best, be our best, get information, life will get in the way. Let life do what life do, and then you get back on that train. You get back on that plane. You get back on that boat, and you keep going. Don't you give up on you. So I get that. Also, if you're looking at how competitive this particular organization, networking community that you anticipate joining, how competitive they are, and some of them are. Also look at some of the other organizations they are affiliated with. I've heard so many times people say, girl, man, I never knew that's what they did on the side. I didn't know that was part of their entity, their organizational chart. I can't be a part of something like that. Well, that's on you. You should have investigated before you joined. Did you investigate Transform before you joined, people? I did. Didn't know I did it right, but it took the right person to invite me and say, why don't you take a look at this? We need to do more of that, Transform members. Just ask whoever you're talking to. Sometimes you don't know what you need because you don't know what you need. So you don't ask for what you don't know what you need. I didn't know that I needed what Transform offers. That's just a personal testimony from me. Oh, am I going to fail if I don't belong to the group? No, I'm not saying that. Jason, good to see you again, man. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm not saying that, but I cannot tell you how much the group, the members, the new friends, not just members, some of them have become real friends. The friends that see you cry them ugly cries. And even though I'm a minister, they hear me say things I shouldn't say. I'm telling you, I'm hurting now. I'm not trying to be I've learned and gotten a lot of wisdom, strength, courage, and wisdom, as Erykah Badu says. from this group. So I had to do my homework. I had to look and see who else was in it, knowing that some of the people in it, I'm like, okay, we're cut from the same cloth. So do your homework. Learn about the organization. See who's affiliated with the organization. Will it expand your social circle? What is it that you think you're going to get out of it? Have a goal and a reason, at least 3 things why you think you should join the organization. One of the reasons why you should do this is because this. Every business decision should be tied to your strategic objectives for you to grow. Good people, you don't have to be a company or a big business to have a strategic plan. You don't. If it's nothing but 3 things, this year, we all should have at least 3 things that we want to accomplish this year. We should also be able to look back in 2019 and see what we did accomplish and what we didn't accomplish. It's not hard. Okay? So, once you do your homework, you find out a little bit about the organization, see if it's a fit for you. Now you're going to analyze or check out all the members. Most membership organizations do have a listing that's public where you can find out. Most of them have a Facebook group. So you can kind of find out who's in the group. And good people, if there's somebody in a group, a networking group that you're considering to join, please, and you don't have a positive relationship with that person, I honestly ask you to grow up and forget about what didn't work. And it's in the past. It's not only in the past. If we take that kind of baggage into the new year, we're actually taking it into a new decade. I won't do that, and I'm asking you not to do that. So if you analyze, once you find out what the affiliate's all about, once you do your homework, see what their goal is, what their theme is, what they have to offer, what their price is when they meet, analyze how they have helped others. Talk to some people that's been in the group for a while. So analyze the current membership. And it's nothing that's a large thing to do. It's not hard. You can just talk to people. Go to an event, especially a free one, and see who's there at that particular event and get a feel for who's in the membership. Not rocket science. Number 3, you want to do due diligence. What is due diligence? You're going to go to the meeting. You're going to go to a social event. Hopefully this one will be free, your first one, and you're going to start talking to the members. Whether you know them or not, have you ever been to an event where you don't know anybody? So what do? You have to be able to start talking. And if you're shy, if you're kind of like an introvert, I'm not. But if you are, it's okay. Take a girlfriend, a male friend with you and say, look, girl, come and go with me. I'm going to check out this networking group and see if it's something that I might want to consider to spend my valuable time in, to share my treasures and my talent with. Because another thing about a networking group, the right networking group, you're going to have to spend some money. Yeah. So you want to, hey, if it's too much, then it's too much. It's nothing personal. But make sure you can afford to sacrifice what the membership mandates that members do. So you want to see how big they are. You want to look at the membership base, who's in there. Are they mostly politicians? Are they mostly teachers? Are they mostly homemakers, parents? Whatever. Does it fit what you're looking for? And if it doesn't, then I would suggest you move on. Not unless you want an experience you never had and just see how it feels to be a part of something that really you don't know too much about, but it intrigues you. That's okay. So with this finding the right networking search, if you will, there's really not a wrong or right way. It's just I'm trying to save you some time and some effort so you'll try to get to the right one and not have to go through several meetings, several different groups, several different times, spending money, and then say, oh, none of those were for me. None of those were for me. If possible, talk to the leader of that membership group, whether it's via email, whether it's a text. You might know them personally, but you've never reached out to them and asked them about their group. So, but talk to the leadership and see what they have to say. You know what? Most groups, and I know some groups don't have this, but when I joined Transform, there was an orientation that we got. So somebody was in charge of initiating and telling me a little bit more about the group that I knew nothing about. All I knew was my good friend, Jeannie Porter, who had asked me to be a co-author in an award-winning book called Success Powered by Relationships, along with 20 other women, asked me to write a chapter. And she said Alina Rarick will be getting in touch with me to tell me more about how to do that chapter. Never had I written a book before. Never had I been in a project like we were in before. But because it was her, because I loved her, I knew she loved me, she knew me, she knew what cloth I was cut from, she knew what my dreams were. I'm like, I would be honored. Was I scared in a good way? Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I was. I was scared to embark upon something I've never done because I know it was going to reap benefits that I've never had. And it did. So I joined Transform because I did not know Alina Rarick was a publisher, editor, a motivational speaker, a minister in her own right. I mean, this woman does everything, but she looks at everybody and asks everybody to look at themselves and find value. And if you don't know, come join us and learn what you don't know. And she is affordable. So yeah, it was the right person at the right time who made me the right offer. The next thing you know, now I'm an author. And then I found out that Alina started a Transform Mastermind group. So I trust Jeannie. I trust Alina. I'm going to check out what Alina started and see if that's something I want to join. And it was. Was I overwhelmed at first? Yes. All this information. Do this, do that. I was looking at it like it was a school assignment, and if I didn't do it by a certain time, that I was going to get an F. It was not that at all. It was just me putting pressure on me. Alina would say over and over, take your time, do it at your own pace, but get it done. You won't know what you don't know until you learn what you haven't learned. So I joined the group Transform based on what they do, how they do it, and then the mantra of Transform Mastermind. We have grown exponentially since 2016. And I have too. And I hope you have as well. So, finding the right networking group takes some time. It's going to require you to really search out who they are, educate yourself about the group, why they exist, what are their goals, what is their theme, what is their even mission statement, where are they located, how much does it cost, how much time is it going to take, when do they meet, who else is in it. Talk to the leadership. It's not rocket science, people. It's not. But I just wanted to get on here and share this information with you. Thank you for your comments, Karen, a Karen group of entrepreneurs who want to win and see others win. That's real talk. Together we rise is not just a statement. It's not just something that sounds cute with this particular affiliate. So I am going to end now. And I want you to remember that every time you can, every chance, opportunity you have, tell somebody about our group, Transform Mastermind. With technology, you don't have to say a lot. Tell them about why you joined. That it's almost like a testimony that you give a person that doesn't know Christ. And they're saying that they don't know, they're too bad, they don't know this, they've done this, they're sinners, they're this. That has nothing to do with the love of Christ. It has nothing to do with our organization Transform offers us. Just ask them to take a look. They get to be in the group for 30 days. If they don't like it, they can move on. But we have to do our part to pull people in. I'm guilty of that too. Daria, no more. Every opportunity, I haven't taken the opportunities that I've been given to share Transform. And you know, when you get a blessing, you're not blessed just to be blessed. You're blessed to give it away. This is something we should be giving away. This is Daria Dillard Stone. Let me tell you what I would like for you to do until the next time we meet. If you haven't already, please write down why you joined this group and share it in our membership portal. Share it on our Facebook page. It's just a question that inquiring minds may want to know. You'd be surprised how that might, hi Michael, hi Crystal, you'll be surprised how that may entice people to come and go where you're going. Even if you're not even sure where you're going yet, because for that first year, from 2016 to 17, I was like holding on. I'm just here for the ride. I'm checking you out. Okay, like that. Need that. I did my own checklist and I didn't even know I was doing the right thing. I'm not trying to be an editor. So even though I looked through that information, I don't want to be a website designer. But I got that information. If I do, you can't beat that. And for the price that is offered, I'm telling you, we've got a good thing and we need to share it. We need to grow our organization. We're international now. We were not international when we started. So we're growing. But I'm just asking you to think about it and share why you joined. Share how long you've been in our organization. What keeps you here? That might be a good conversation on our CCC call. I don't know. And maybe if you're not getting what you expected to get, ask the question and tell us what you need that we're not giving you. It's okay. I've never met so many honest, authentic, transparent, amazing, smart people of all ethnic backgrounds. The lie that people tell that we got to be this, we got to be in this zip code, we got to drive this car to be successful. It is a lie. We got to just start somewhere. So I'm asking you to start somewhere. It's February. We're into 2020. We're in the second month. Every day, at least every week, you should be able to say, got that done, check. And plan your next move. Plan your next move. And as I'm ending this conversation of courage, WCOC, radio host Daria Dillard Stone coming at you with love and understanding, inspiration and encouragement. I want you to start thinking about being a part of the Sharing Ministries 10th anniversary. August the 8th of 2020. August the 8th, 11 to 3. I am so excited. Let me say this. I started Sharing Ministries out of grief, out of pain, out of a need to keep living because I didn't think I wanted to without my husband. It started to be something that I never had done before, but I knew I needed to do something other than mourn. I needed to do something other than go into grief classes. I needed to do something other than think about the husband that's never coming back. What do I do now? Where am I going? I was just, for a person that's normally all together all the time, for a person that normally gives other people advice and encourages them, I needed encouragement. I needed hugs. I needed love. I needed what I was given to come back to me, and it did, because I let people know I need you now. I'm just here right now. I'm just existing. But that's not me now, and that's not Sharing Ministries now. I want you to celebrate with me. The 2020 Vision to Victory, She Never Gave Up celebration of Sharing Ministries is going to be something like I've never seen and never done. And I want some of my Transform members that can to physically be there. And also I want to include you and so you can also virtually be there. I'll give you more information, but I'm just telling you now the things that I'm doing, the places that I'm going, and I'm still learning. I don't know it all. Is because of people like the Transform members. People who said, come and look at this. You might like this. Not forcefully, not trying to make me feel bad because I'm not in it, but they opened their mouth. So just think about it, and I'm going to let you go. I hope you make the rest of your day the best of your day. And if you have any questions for me, if you have anything you want to share with me just privately, my cell phone number is 937-545-5926. 937-545-5926. And now, starting I think today or yesterday, you have to put the area code in when you dial a number. So the area code is important. Talk to me. My email address is Daria at sharing-ministries.com. That's Daria, Daria, at sharing, SHARING, dash ministries, ministries.com. Check out my website. Look at it. Give me some constructive criticism. I can take it. You only criticize constructively when you care about somebody. So give me some and some of you really have already, and I've taken your advice. Hi, Rhonda. Oh, me and Rhonda. Wow, we had circles when we first started, and Carol Dockham, Rhonda, Diana Doyle, they were in our circle. We would talk once a week, and the encouragement I got from that small group setting was amazing. We shared. And then sometimes we have to call each other one-on-one during the day. Girl, I'm having an anxiety attack. I just don't think I can do this. It was so helpful to be able to say, I don't think I can do this. This is so much I've never done. And people were saying, well, try. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to be here. I love this group. And I'm going to tell you, I've gotten out of a lot of them. So, but please reach out to me. Let me know how I can help you. I know I can reach out to you. And you guys have really helped me. But which I'm going to reiterate, because some of you came in late, please write in the comments section why you joined Transform. It would just be helpful. Karen has already done that. I thank you. Why you stayed in Transform. And you know what? Some of you, if you've gotten out for whatever reason and you came back, talk about that too. It's not personal. Sometimes it's the season of life that we're in. Some things won't fit at particular seasons in our life. So you're smart to get out when you know it's not your season. But I needed help, and I got it. And now I'm giving it more. I've always been a giver. I'm giving it more. And more than anything, guys and gals, I'm giving it to me. All right, with that said, I'm out of here. Because I care, I share. Make the rest of your day the best of your day. Transform family. Goodbye.